councilman. Next up is Mr. Leo Cervantes.
Hola, buenas tardes a todos, ¿cómo están? Is this in English or Spanish? Well, after listening to her, you know what? My story is so boring. I promise you. My name is Leo Cervantes, owner of Chilango's Mexican restaurant in Highlands, New Jersey. And the way I motivate people is with my 275 different tequilas in the house. We also have a story. I happen to represent the American dream.
Yes.
I came from Mexico in 1989. I was 19 years old. I was thin, good looking. I'm not thin, but I'm still good looking. I'm thinking of a comedy show. I'm sorry. I'm here to talk about this. I'm here to talk about business, right? How, and I'm not going to say how I created my business, which is a restaurant. I have 3 restaurants. I'm going to tell you what my business did for me. I used to be very shy back in the day, extremely shy. I was telling my story before. How when you start a business, you don't know anything about the business, especially when you don't know English, when you don't know people, when you don't have the resources that I see now. I always talk about excuses. What are your excuses today? You know, if you're Hispanic, there's a lot of programs in English and Spanish, there's a lot of people, there's the Chamber of Commerce, all kinds of help all over the place. I swear to you, in 1989 when I came to Asbury Park area, head to Asbury Park, it was a crime to even speak Spanish. You know, if you said something in Spanish, somebody will say, hey, speak English, this is America, all that. Different times now.
Yes.
There's a lot of help, there's a lot of support in English and Spanish. We have a lot of great people that make great things in this country for our community, for everyone. What I'm trying to say here is that I come from tough. I come from the outskirts of Mexico City. I come from the Patterson. I come from the Patterson of Mexico City. In the States in 1989. I know it sounds weird, but I had it, and I explained like that. Came in 1989, didn't know English. I started as a dishwasher at a restaurant called Cypress Inn. I then became a busboy. I didn't want to because I was afraid of talking to people I didn't know English. I learned the hard way. They sent me to buy a toilet seat, and I came back with a whole toilet and mirror. And I wrote a book. I have my life stories in a book. Chilango's in the house. And this is for real. That's how I encourage myself to be like, well, I came to the land of opportunity. I have to learn the language. I have to understand. I have to start communicating with people. And it took a couple of things like that, like buying a toilet. And I'm not kidding. It's for real. Like picking up a fork one time and just cleaning out my pants and put it back on the table because I was afraid of people asking me questions. I had to learn a lot of things when I came to this country, such as, hi, how are you? Are you Latino? Like, no. Do you know Spanish? Yeah. Oh, so you're Latino? No. What are you? I'm Mexican. Right? If you're born in China, you're Chinese. If you're born in Russia, you're Russian. If you're born in Mexico, you're Mexican. So why am I Latino? I'm not Latino, I am Mexican. Right? Not only that, I'm American. Mexico is in North America. I came here, people say, welcome to America. I've been in America my entire life. So many confusing things when you come as an immigrant. So many things that make no sense, right? Such as Latino or welcome to America or a lot of things. Anyway, my experience as a business owner, like I said, I started as a dishwasher, became a busboy. 10 years later, I heard about opportunity. Lady selling a restaurant for $20,000. I didn't have the kind of money. I spoke to her. I believe in opportunity. I give opportunity back to others because that's what I represent. That's what made me so happy today. People trusting me. People believing in my dream. So I started Chilango's in Long Branch, New Jersey, 25 years ago with $1,000. The lady trusted me. We signed a document. I paid her within 8 months. I got a letter from a realtor business opportunity in Highlands, New Jersey. Restaurant for sale, equipped with an income apartment, parking lot, and liquor license. Selling price, $325,000. You think I had the money? No, I didn't. But I went knocking on doors. The first thing I did, I went to the restaurant, and this one Italian lady came out and she's like, "Can I help you? Can I get your table?" I said, "No, thank you. So how can I help you?" I said, "I just came to see your place." She said, "For what?" I said, "I'm from Mexico. This is my story. I kind of told my story. And by being here, I want to see, I want to dream. They call this the land of opportunity, America, the land of opportunity. So I want to do something like that. I just came to see your place to get motivated, to keep working on my dream, to own a nicer, better restaurant." And she goes like, "Oh my God, I like your story. How can I help you?" I said, "Can you lend me $364,000?" I know it's funny, but this for real. So, make long story short, the lady says, "Well, listen, there are programs out there." I said, "What kind of programs?" She says, "SBA." "What's SBA?" "You're Latino, right?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go." "You're Latino, you're a minority, right?" When she said that, minority, I was in Mexico, I was Mexican. I'm a minority. So now I hear that I'm a minority, and it took me 2 seconds to realize that I'm very smart and good looking, so maybe that makes me a minority. So I was like, "Okay, lady, so what else?" She said, "You can go and apply for an SBA loan, and there are programs if you're minority, Latino, blah, blah, blah." So she gave me some information, something I didn't know 10 years before. If I knew that 10 years before, today I would be governor of New Jersey. But no, it took me, everything takes time. When I talk to people about motivation, right? Motivating people, relax. It'll happen, just keep dreaming, keep believing in yourself, right? So, make long story short, I went looking for help, I knocked on doors, I met some people, I made a lot of mistakes. But one day I was signing my documents to take over that restaurant, and I could not believe it. And I opened up the business, and I was so afraid of it. Why? Because I used to work at restaurants, but working in a restaurant is one thing. Yeah. Running a restaurant is a totally different animal. Wow. You gotta be in charge of, payroll and this and the CPA. What's the CPA? What's this? What is that? You're learning as you go. But guess what? What my business did for me is that I used to be in the kitchen cooking, making sure everything was coming out right, but something was missing. Back in the day, no social media, no cell phones, nothing like that. And I'm not that old either, I'm only 54. But there was nothing like that, so we had to pay the local paper to advertise. It was very difficult. I wanted to give up a couple of times. I didn't have the money. I was borrowing money from my family and everybody. Anyway, so what the restaurant did for me is that I used to be cooking, and one day I said, "You know what, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be the one outside talking to the clientele, making sure they're happy, because I need them for me to keep on with my business. And instead of being in the kitchen, so you have to delegate, right? I learned that. I hired a guy, put him in the kitchen, I told him what I did. He picked it up. And I still remember the first day I came out, I was very shy. I came out and I went to the first table. "Hi, how are you?" Is everything okay? "Oh my God, this is beautiful, this is wonderful, blah, blah, blah," right? "Oh, thank you." Second table, third table, next day, the following day. Today, I'm a monster. I talk to everybody. That's what my business did. My business created a monster. Yes. So every time I share this with people, is because, are you going to go through troubles? Yes. Are you going to have headaches? Muchos, a lot of them. Are you going to deal with nonsense stuff and nonsense people and stupid people and lazy people? Yes, of course. But at the end of the day, what's your dream? What's your thing? What's your passion? I talk about passion. My business is my passion. I have 3 restaurants, Tequila Bars, 275 different tequilas in the house. Great margaritas. According to people, the main thing in my restaurant is not even the food of the tequilas. It's a good-looking owner that wants to. The guy that hugs everybody when they come in. I believe in experience, right? You go to a restaurant. I've been to restaurants myself where you go there, you sit down, they throw you the menu, you order the food, they take the order, they bring you the food. Sometimes you don't even ask for the check, and they just throw you the check and say, thank you for coming. Right? I'm like, what's wrong here, you know? I live happy as a person, as a human. Lately, when people ask, Leo, what are you? What are you? I always say, I'm human for planet Earth.
Yeah.
That way, there's no problem, right? If you don't believe it, that's your problem. But I represent happiness. I'm a happy guy. My heart, my hero is my mother. We come from tough, ripped shoes, toes sticking out. We had to walk 2 miles to go to school. I could never say that we used to be poor because my mother would be offended. She would say, poor? We're not poor. Poor is here and here. Here is up to you.
That's right.
You want to make it happen? It's up to you. That's where I come from. That's where I come from. So because of that, you know, I've been able to reach out to people. I'm very, very, very lucky to be here, to represent what I represent. I get excited because I go back in time when I was 18 years old, trying to think about life and what I'm going to do. And just to think about all the things that I've been through, difficult, bad, horrible, unbelievable. I've been with the most dangerous, I've been with the poorest here and here. I've been with the poorest here, I've been with the famous, I have stories with Mr. Bruce Springsteen, giving me shout outs in the stadium, Chilago's in the house. I've been with Governor Christie in Mexico City, at the Ambassador's Mansion in Mexico City. I did Lieutenant Governors, came to Dano, she called me up one day, she said, Leo, can you do me a favor? I said, sure, what do you need? Can I do my kickoff campaign at your restaurant? Is that a favor for me or for you? For you, for the two of us. So I can tell you beautiful stories about my life. Like I said, I wrote a book. It's not about that. It's not about the money. It's about the passion. It's about what you can do for others. It's about what we can do as, I don't say Latinos. I don't like the Latino there. Human.
Yeah.
I don't care about your color. I don't care about your thing. Come on, we're human. Come on,
Yes,
help out each other.
yes.
So that's my plan. That's what I talk about every day. I was sharing before with someone, in my business I have a problem, right? My problem is that I'm like a singer. I don't play instruments, I don't sing. But I'm like a singer, you know. Every night I'm singing, and I put people to sing and shake and hugs and kisses, right? My problem is when, at the end of the night, the last table says, all right, Leo, good night. We'll see you next time. And I go, please don't go, you know, like, because it's my passion. It's what I love doing. So every time I talk about success, what's success? You know, to me, you know what that is, success? I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
I'm in one piece.
That's it.
Yes!
Feel happy. I love it. No room for negativity. No room for negativity. You can say to certain people, oh, you know, let's try this. No, what if, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what if, yes? There's so much negativity. We have to get rid of that. I always talk about dying, right? I use dying to motivate myself. And the other day I said to one of my friends, yeah, let's do it, because we're all going to die. I'm going to die. She said, don't say that. Why? Because don't say it. I said, see, that's what the problem is. People forget that we're all going to die. What do you take when you die? You know what you take? Zero. The Mayans invented the zero, by the way. Mexicans. So zero. You know what you take? Zero.
That's right.
You know what you leave behind? Legacy.
Come on.
Yes.
Legacy. My kids. I had the opportunity one time, these people who created Sabaro, who knows Sabaro Pizza? Sabaro?
Yes.
They came to, I was sharing the story before, how they came to my restaurant, and these people ordered a lot of food, and I want to try this, and I want to try that, and we're trying a lot of food, I didn't know why. So then the guy says, listen, we are the creators of Sabaro Pizza, and you got potential, oh my God, look at your restaurant, look at yourself, look at your food. I've done Food Network myself, cooking competitions at Six Flags, New York Times, blah, blah, blah. It's a long story. So the guy says, we could do something with you. I said, well, how much does it cost? He said, about $50,000. I said, well, I don't know if I have that kind of money. That was a long time ago. He said, listen, because of what you have, we can help you out. we can start selling the franchises, and from there we'll take the money. That way it doesn't come out of your pocket. I said, well, that sounds beautiful. And then the guy says, the only one thing for you to do is that we're going to have to travel. We have to go to Texas and Chicago and California because you have to sell them with your charisma. Time's up. So I'm just going to wrap it up with this. So my answer to the guy was like, I cannot do that. He says, why? I said, because I have kids. He says, what are you talking about? I said, my kids are little. They need me. They're like, you're not my type of guy. Have a great day.
Wow.
Because I wasn't going to change
That's
that
right.
over my kids.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Time's up.
I met Mr. Cervantes this morning for the first time. I said, oh, nice shirt, good morning. He said, what about me?